Look guys, don't they look the same? You know why I'm asking you this question? I just made these today. Well, this one. I made this one the other day. And I used a different ingredient on this one. So let's go into the kitchen and take a look at what I've done so far today. This, I feel so tired. I can see the vein popping out here. It feels tired too. That's how it gets usually when I'm editing a lot. And you guys know that I'm editing a vlog a night and I'm also editing a cooking video a night. So I'm doing 2 videos a day right now this week. Why am I killing myself like this, you know? So I just made this. I made this in the shape of a loaf, but it's actually the dough for my baguettes. See? Normally I would get 2 out of this recipe, but I got 1 and I did one like that just because I wanted to see how the bread would come out. So let me tell you how I did the dough. When I was re-kneading the dough, usually for the baguette, I roll it into a rectangle and then I just kind of roll it up like a towel, and that's how that comes, right? Well, for this one, I did the roll and fold thing like I did when I do the little sweet rolls. So I don't know how that's gonna look when I cut it open, but hey, we're gonna try. Now, let me show you. I'm trying to make some more pota buns because when I made the pota buns on Tuesday and I took it to my dad and my sister, I took almost everything to them. And I didn't know that my family wanted some. So when I left some here for everybody to get one, I didn't want a whole bunch of sweets left behind over here, but they wanted more. So I decided I was going to make more, measured out everything already, and did not realize I didn't have any more evaporated milk. So I'm like, no problem, let's go to the fridge and get some regular cow's milk. Didn't have that either. Let's look at my lactose-free milk. Didn't have that either. So my options are these. I can use powdered milk and, you know, mix them into water and make it liquid. My mom does that all the time with Nido. I was the one that suggested for her to do that when she was trying to make pota buns one time. I didn't have milk. Why did I show you this again? And she says it comes out perfectly fine, but the powdered milk that I have is like 3 years old. And on top of that, it's not sweet. So my other option is, Joe, you want to help? What's up? What's up?
I want to help you, but
what's going on
let's
here?
just call attention to this. I never noticed before in my head, but what are these weird things? These little clusters.
At the same spots?
Yeah.
Huh. It's not anywhere on your body, right?
No.
Just right there on your arm?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's anything to be alarmed about, but it wants to look like more like a dry skin issue. Are you lotion? Oh, you're gonna mutate? Okay, so help me out, Jory. I usually make pota buns with evaporated milk, and evaporated milk has a little bit of sweet to it. So my next option was powdered milk, but the powdered milk I have is non-fat and has no sweet at all to it, and it's old. But I would mix it in water to make it to get 14 ounces. So these are my other 2 options.
Condensed milk.
You're so smart, and that's what I wanted to try. I was gonna do coconut milk.
No.
Coconut milk's not gonna make it too brittle, right?
I hate coconut everything.
So condensed milk then?
Yes.
So just mix some down in the water and put it in here. Y'all, we're gonna try a new recipe. Thank you, Jory. Thank you, Jory. Yeah, I would start putting some more good lotion on that.
Yeah, buy some lotion.
I've got lotion in my room. I've got the sensitive baby thing from Costco, but I hide it from people. The people who live here like to go for my lotion. That's what I use on my face, though, so my face don't look old and tired.
Oh, I thought doing his job. Hey-oh!
You guys heard what he said? The cream's not doing its job on my face. Shanika, now you see why nobody likes Jory. It was so funny. Last night I texted Shanika to tell her what was going on with Jada because I realized I didn't tell my eldest daughter what's going on with her sister. And she says, oh my God, how did you know? I'm just watching the vlogs right now. So I texted her back and I say, I'm psychic. So this is a 16 ounce thing here. So I'm going to measure 14 ounces of water and I'm going to put some condensed milk. How much I'm going to put? I don't know. We're going to go by taste, all right? Oh, dang. Joe don't have no water back there. No wonder the man said he ain't got no water. I also made some beans in the pressure cooker. I don't know how those came out yet. And I'm trying to do some rice and beans in the rice cooker. Well, I say trying because I think I overpacked it and it's cooking very slowly. So I did 16 ounces. Exactly what I told y'all I wasn't going to do. 2 ounces. All right, so let's measure. Everything for me is measure. So I have, so you guys can see I'm measuring a tablespoon right here. I'm going to start off with 2 tablespoons in 14 ounces of water to see what it tastes like. We don't need for it to be super sweet because we're not making a pudding. We're just doing those powder buns. Powder buns are kind of a cross between a cake and a cookie. Okay? Let's stir and see what we have. Stir with my little spatula. Oh, it's looking like milk already, y'all, with the 2 tablespoons. By the way, how's your day going? This looks good. I'm well pleased with this. Look. Looks like milk, right? You guys see it? Okay, so let me taste it. Wants to go a little bit more sweet. 1 more tablespoon I think should do the trick. And I opened the condensed milk all the way around, but I didn't open the lid, you know. 1 more. So only Jory and myself and you guys knows, well, know, gotta get my verbs right, what's going on with these powder bun. No one else does. Because why? Jada's at school and Joshua's asleep and Joe's at the auction. Different spoon, y'all notice. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think that tastes like the way evaporated milk would taste. So I've got my milk ready. Let me get some butter. I have 4 cups of regular flour, all-purpose flour. Y'all know I have to get my book each time I'm gonna make my stuff, right? And I'm not even trying to advertise my book. I always have to check my recipes because I don't want to get it wrong. So let's check. Let's check. Powder buns. 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of sugar. I already did that. 4 tablespoons of baking powder, and I got this big thing of baking powder when I went to that Winko's with Shanika a while back. It says 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. I guess the evaporated was 12. So we're going to have to watch that. 1/2 cup of butter and a teaspoon of vanilla. I don't have the vanilla, so we're going to do without that. And we have to put some cinnamon. So all I have to measure out right now is 1/2 cup of butter. So let me get my butter. You always want your butter to be room temp when you're doing this, because it's easy to measure. 1/2 cup. I almost dropped it in the butter, guys. Alright, so let me bring you all up to date about Jada. The thing in her face is healing on point, is healing nicely, but she's having tremendous side effects from the clindamycin or whatever that antibiotic that she's taking. And one of the main complaints that she has is horrible heartburn. Now, she never really suffers from heartburn, so you know it's bad for her right now. So I want you guys to continue praying that she can continue with this medication and they don't have to trade it out again, because it seems like every time they trade it out, she has to go 10 days. The first one gave her horrible diarrhea. This one's giving her horrible heartburn to the point that we were up till like 2 o'clock in the morning. She had already fallen asleep like around 9, and I was going to bed like around midnight. And the minute I fell into a doze, she came and woke me up. She goes, I have horrible heartburn. I can't sleep. It feels like something's in my chest, breaking my chest open. I keep burping. And I suppose she's burping too because she hasn't really been eating, you know? So she is not doing so well right now at all. And she has to continue taking those antibiotics for a day till it's done. So what we've been doing is letting her take one at 6:30 in the morning, then at noon, and then at 6:30 in the evening, and then at midnight. I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to change that midnight one. I don't know what to do. Would she have to start like at 4 in the morning? Who's going to wake her to give her then, though? You know what I mean? You know, when growing up in Belize, this is what we used to drink for milk, right? Don't get it twisted. Sweetened condensed milk in some water. I don't even think they gave you that much, or the condensed milk in that much water. They gave you a little bit because it was expensive, and then on top of that, you know, you don't want the kids to be hooked on sweets to get... I can't even keep a straight face. We were hooked. We were hooked on that with Milo. That's how we used to do the Milo. We would put sweetened condensed milk in a glass of water and then add the powdered Milo. So see, I'm glad I went a little bit at a time because I have this much left. This is more than 2 ounces left. No, right at about 2 ounces. And my dough is wet like a cookie dough. And if you keep the dough wet like this, your powder buns are gonna come out flat like a cookie and crunchy like a cookie. And some people like it like that. But I want mine's more like a cake. And I have like 2 left over from when I did it the regular way with the evap milk, so we can compare. See what's going on. So I'm getting this dough off my hands. I'm getting my hands washed and dried, grease my trays. My oven is ready because, oh, it's not ready. I better drop that from 400 to 350. My dad keeps telling Joe that I need a studio of my own to do this show. Like on this wall right here in the garage, he can put another stove, a row of cabinets on a counter, and that's all I would need. I have a fridge in the laundry room I could put in there and just let me do my show from the garage and pad it like a studio and stuff. I'm like, we ain't making enough money in YouTube to warrant all of that, Daddy. Do you guys know what the cooking channel I only make $250? Well, how I make 4 something, oh, hot, because the oven's still on, is because I do all the channels. I do that review channel, which I haven't reviewed anything in a while. Why? Money. I need to have the money to buy the things, right? And how do we test to see if the bread is done? That sound, kind of like how you test a watermelon. And I don't want to cut it yet because it's hot. It might collapse on me. What do you guys think? Should I cut it? You guys want to see me cut it? Let's see. Wow. Not bad at all. Yeah. 1 slice like this is 150 calories though, okay? Well, let me get this on a cooling rack. Y'all want to buy me something for the show? Buy me some more cooling racks. There that goes. And buy me some more of these. Oh, too close. Loaf pans. Never seem to run out of those. Put this on the cooling rack. I'm going to slice the rest of this when it's cool because I don't want to squish it, you know? And then this is what the powder bun dough looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and knead these. Well, not knead, but roll them off. So I already put one in. There's the other one going in. They look pretty good. Set the timer for 30 minutes. Probably need more than that, but we'll check it in 30 minutes when that beeps. So today I'm not going to be cleaning house at all. I'm just going to be cooking. So I'm really pleased. The only way that I can tell the difference between this, the one that I made with evaporated milk, and this one that I made with the sweetened condensed milk is because this one's still hot because it just came out of the oven. So what I'm going to do, oh, this, by the way, see, it's big in circumference, but it's flat, okay? So this is 210 calories. So I'm just going to take a nibble just to see if it tastes any different than if I used evap milk, all right? That's how you can cook your food. I'm not vlogging. That's just in the kitchen being quiet because he knows I'm talking with you guys. Right off the bat, I don't taste the difference. Let me taste a nibble of the old one with the evap milk to see if it's sweeter. That's what I'm looking for, to see if it's sweeter. The family's gonna come home and go, who nibbled on these 2 powder buns over here? I think we have a winner. I think we have a very clear winner. The one with the sweetened condensed milk is good, you guys. It's not too sweet, but it's a tad sweeter than the other one. It is so good. They look good, right, guys? They're crunchy, but when you put them in this cake thing, they'll soften up a little bit. So these are all the sweetened condensed milk pour bun. I think I want to try it another time, Joe, with Nido. You know, the powdered milk that my mom used to like, because she used to you can answer me, Joe. Sometimes I don't want you guys to answer on camera, right? So this is the two that's left over, and I didn't bite it. Okay, I just nibbled. Don't eat that.
Yeah, I don't want to feel it.
Oh, you want to feel it? Okay.
That's all.
I'm telling him don't eat it until he eats a meal. Yeah. It fits. Look, see the bread I made today, Joe? We'll never starve in here, huh, babe?
No.
The camera but that'll be dark. Eh, dark? I don't like certain parts of the house with the camera because then it's dark. So let me go figure out something for lunch for me and Joe. You guys, me and Joe are grieving today. We're grieving the loss of Hef. I really loved Hef because my mom loved Hef, okay? My mom loved anyone that was different, unique, and anyone that was generous. So she loved Anna Nicole. She loved Big Ange. She loved Hef, of course. And she just loved all the misfits of life. As long as they were generous. She loved the Kardashians, and she just always talked about how generous Kim Kardashian is. And a lot of people say she's generous because they get the tax break when they give away the money. But hey, a lot of people don't want to give away the money no matter if it involves tax breaks or not. So Jennifer Lopez is very generous too, and she gave a lot of money to the victims of, I think, Harvey. But now Maria went and wiped out her little hometown and country, and she doesn't have as much to give because I think she gave like $10 million to the other victims, and then now she only had $1 million to give to Puerto Rico. So, but I love generous people, and I really do believe that there's a special place in heaven for generous people. Like when I told Jada last night, because she was asleep already and she went to the bathroom, and I told her Hef died, and then she's like, Mom, does somebody like Hef gets to go to heaven? And I said, I think so. I really think God looked beyond a lot of faults in people, and he sees their heart and their generosity and how kind they were to mankind. And I think that matters. A lot of churches say no, but they can't dissuade me from my beliefs. Just like a lot of churches say that animals don't go to heaven, I beg to differ. I think my dog, Bonnie, that died back in the 70s, I think she's in heaven waiting for us, and I think Willow went to heaven. And, you know, I don't believe a lot of things that the churches tell you. Anyways, I got beans on behind me. Joe's already eating. If you hear the clink of the spoon, I'm going to go sit and eat my lunch. And I'll see you guys in a minute. What now? What now? I'm ready for fight. What now? What no say?
I didn't say it. He said it.
I said it. I say it again, Governor.
Your face looks normal right now, but I know you still have some in that cheek. Does it still feel hard in that spot?
Yeah, this part.
Because it's still in there?
It looked pretty normal, though.
Okay, so say what you were saying just now about the side effects, though.
I was like, I got every side effects. It said it could bring
all the
over
contraindications that could have happened because of the antibiotics you got. And Joshua said,
Oh, it's because we are our mother's children. She has we have every weakness she has. I have the most of them, though. Like everything she has, I have.
I was seeing on the doctors today where this little boy was lacking some enzyme. He had Hunter's syndrome, I think.
I've heard of that.
But again, it's lacking an enzyme. I lack an enzyme, so I have all these things. But he's like he's worse off than me. He has to have like spinal taps every 2 seconds, and it's like, oh my God, poor baby.
Jeez.
At least we're still functioning, right, Josh? We're gonna be grateful.
I mean, I can still eat MSG, but I'm down for the rest of the day.
I'm glad you're doing better, baby. Everybody's glad you're doing better. Your cheeks look nice.
You look pretty much back
Except
to
we know
normal,
you
man.
still have poison living inside them beautiful cheeks.
If only if it was like that dinosaur from Jurassic Park, the one that spits out that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's what I feel like.
You're
Just
talking
spit
better
it
too.
out.
Your face doesn't look slouchy. But that piece of gunk is in there, so we got to keep up with these antibiotics.
I don't want to push it because I don't want to taste that grossness again.
I don't. The doctor doesn't want you to push it anymore because you can push it inward.
I mean, I'll punch
No,
it.
babe.
I'll punch it.
No, babe.
I got you.
Why don't wash it?
Because I got tired. Stop real up with me now. I did a lot today. I did bread. I did powder bun made with condensed milk. I cut up chicken. I did beans in the heat. I did rice, cooker rice and beans. What you doing, boo? Cooking.
Doing what you don't want to do.
Again, where I left off, I did rice and beans in the rice cooker. I cut up the chicken. I did bread. I did powder bun. I gave you 3 children. Daddy, I'm going to go way back 20 years. I gave you 3 children. I could take, ooh, I'm going to tell my babies. I even made beans, guys. This man know me complain. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers do like a little tutorial on Rihanna's makeup line. OMG, I want it, but it's expensive. Just a loose powder like that was 35 bucks. Ooh, Lord, I could buy me a whole car tire. Anyways, guys, Joe's cooking. The kids went out to buy Popeyes. I'm gonna steal a thigh or something from them with some of the mashed potatoes. That's gonna be my dinner today. I loved spending time with you guys. Thumbs up the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow night. Bye. Yeah, Daddy, in a kimono. You tired, Papa?